Bro, I don't even know him like that. I mean, I just decided, you know, we was out in the midst of the COVID pandemic, and I was like, hey, you trying to make some money? And he was like, hey, let's do it. Nah, I'm just playing. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. It's Alex.
It's Brandon, and we are Brandon and Alex.
And we're back with part 2 of the Q&A.
Yes, so we have 12 questions that we have for this part, as you already saw in the other video. That was just like the icebreaker, kind of getting ready to figure out who we are. And now we're about to get to some of the nitty-gritty questions that people really want to know.
Yes, we do appreciate y'all for sending in all of these questions. Again, as Brandon said, this right here, this is for the nosy folk, okay? So make sure, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you can get an update the next time we post a video.
Okay.
Yes, as you can also see, we are in different attire. This is me in my natural state. Bear with us, y'all. It's really cold in our house.
Okay, sis over here wrapped.
My hair is wet. It's okay. I'm gonna just make it do what I can make it do.
Period. Because we're here now. We're here.
Exactly.
We're here. All right.
Let's get into it. So the first question is, do we know each other's love language?
We do know each other's love language. That was something that we discovered. Literally, we actually had this happen where we learned this, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, we were 2 years into dating, and we were actually at a kind of like a love conference. His home church, they were hosting it.
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day, and there was actually like a love marriage kind of like guru counselor there, and we did an activity and we found out each other's love language, so that was actually pretty fun. Well, his love language is words of affirmation. Y'all know I'm his biggest fan, biggest supporter. I just love you, big baby. I just love you.
Love you too.
So I always got to make sure, you know, I send in my love messages, just random stuff throughout the day, making sure he know, you know, his girl love him.
And for Alex's love language, her love language basically is touch. And like, you know, she loves to hug, she loves to cuddle, she loves to just touch, hold hands.
He won't let me put my feet on him, which is a big problem for me.
I don't do no feet, period.
But we're working on it.
We're not working on it.
We're working on it.
She's working on it. I'm not working on it. Okay, next question. What is your favorite memory of you and Brandon?
And vice versa.
And vice versa. So my favorite memory, I think we might have the same one.
I feel like we do have the same one. And this is going to be funny because, okay, go ahead.
If it is, I'm going to have to find the video because y'all have to see it.
I have it. It's in my phone.
So my favorite memory of me and Alex, we were friends. We weren't even dating at the time. This was probably like back in 2017.
Yeah, this was 2017.
And basically, me and her were getting ready to go out, you know, go downtown and hang out. And we were at her apartment wilding out. We was playing music, and next thing you know, she was in there, like, you know, I think she was about to do her hair or something, or she had just finished
I don't even know.
doing something. But we was in the bathroom, in the mirror, just like, just going. And like, we looked at that thing, and I was just like, yo, we are wilding.
We were listening to the song, and out of nowhere, he was recording and in sync, literally doing the same thing at the same time, and it was timed perfect.
Timed perfectly.
We literally like planned it, and yeah, it was a little lit. So it was definitely us in our raw, just natural selves. And that's like, yeah, that's definitely one of the best memories. We got a lot, but that was one of the best ones for me.
I agree, yeah. I agree.
All right, if you could have met Brandon or Alex earlier in life, would you? Why or why not? Dang, hot and heavy.
I would say no. I'm thankful that the time that I met her was like the right time, because it's kind of like, you know, during that time, things were happening, life was changing. mindsets were changing, and you know, it's just when that right person comes into your life, it's always for the right time, and you know, it was in the right season, it was at the right time. So.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. I would have, if I could have,
it would have been nice.
Yeah. If I had the choice, and this is what's funny, is because when you look at our timeline, him being at A&T, me being at UNCG, me practically living at A&T,
right,
literally neck and neck in the same dorms that either he was in or our friend Joe was in, and for us to never cross paths. Now looking back on it, it's like, okay, you know, we were in different places, yes, but had I met you a lot sooner, we probably would have been here a lot sooner. So
yeah,
I would have met him a lot sooner. I would have wanted that.
So you say that you can't yet.
Yeah, I would have been like, I see him, that's it, God, and he would have just tunnel vision. Everybody else invisible. And I would have missed out on a lot less chaotic craziness, y'all. He knows, because he was there for some of it.
I was a part, but I wasn't a part.
He was a part. He played, and he was an accomplice because he drove the car. So he was a part of one of them. But again,
we're not talking about that.
We here now. Hallelujah. Yes, glory be to God.
That's a definite hallelujah. How did you know you were meant to be? Honestly, I think it was just off the bat, the communication, the bond that we had. Yeah. First of all, again, we became friends first.
Yes.
And that was, for me, that was one thing where I wanted her to know, hey, I'm your friend. I'm here for you no matter what. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Like, I've always done that with my friends. And of course, like with her, it was like, you know, I understood a lot of the stuff that she had kind of was dealing with. And sometimes I may not always had the answer right at the time, but it was just one of those things where I will be your listening ear. I'll be the person where if you need a vent, hey, you got me. And so I feel like from that point, building that communication and building, it was like the solid foundation of everything.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Especially just because communication was like a big issue in past relationships for both of us. And again, that's communication. You have to be able to communicate effectively, make sure your partner is listening, and you can literally put yourself in your partner's shoes to understand where they're coming from. And the fact that we don't argue, like a lot of people, like, they talk about how arguing is healthy, and or they do, what is it? Oh, this is just how I am. And I'm don't yell at me.
I don't do that.
Don't scream at me. And I've been in relationships like that where it's just like, why am I even having this conversation? Like, we're just screaming and nobody's hearing anybody. So, but either way, we meant to be, because we can understand each other's needs and wants.
Because you see how we got off and I had to bring us back in.
What's your relationship dynamic like since COVID and having a baby?
2 questions in one.
So I'm gonna start with the having the baby part first, obviously because our child came before COVID.
Correct.
Our relationship dynamic changed only in the sense because we were new parents. We're living here in Greensboro. We don't have our family here, so we literally were just like, no, we are each other's safe haven. We had to rely on each other so much more, and we really had to like be there. And that even, like, honestly, it just made our connection much stronger and deeper because we literally didn't have anybody but each other. Now, that's not saying we didn't have friends, but we don't expect our friends to raise our child.
Period.
So having her definitely made us stronger. Definitely with communication, like, I had to start opening up and like asking for help, which is very hard for me, and I had to say some things that I'm not used to saying, but we got through it. And
because sis is a stubborn person.
It's not that I'm stubborn.
She's strong-willed. How about that?
Yes, I'm very strong-willed because of my background and upbringing. Different story. We're gonna stay on topic. But then, yeah, it was just like after having her, we literally just had to, we just had to figure it out along the way. And we did a great job, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, we was getting compliments or applause from other people who were noticing that, oh my God, y'all are up here by yourself. you know, even like my mom, she messaged both of us, her mom messaged both of us, and like, we are very proud of y'all. Y'all are doing it. You know, I know it's hard and it's challenging. And of course, you know, having other friends to kind of see us in the face of being parents now is always a different thing, because they want to be more mindful about certain things, or it's like, oh my God, well, y'all can't really come hang out. But it's like, we want to still, you know, we're still young. Yes, we have a child, but you know, if we can make accommodations, let us make accommodations, because we still have a life that we need to live. Right. You know, just to channel outside of parenthood. Right. As far as the dynamic relationship since COVID,
y'all, we like to go out.
Brandon,
he does not like being in his house.
I don't.
And I don't mind being in the house sometimes, but when we both want to go out and we can't.
Yeah.
Oh, COVID has made it hard, and I'm trying. Like, we are really trying to find different ways and like bring stuff into the house. And like, there was like, before it got really, really bad, when it was still warm out, we were going out to parks still and keeping our, you know, distance between other families, taking Antonia out. Now,
can't even do that now.
We can't even do that, because almost every park is closed. They've roped off playground areas. They don't even want you touching, sitting on benches, anything. So since COVID, it definitely has just been a little difficult, but I honestly just think we have to get creative. So within that, like, bringing activities that we would normally do outside of the house, I'm finding ways to bring them in the house. And so that's been helping, so that way we can spend our quality time together. Once we put her down, all right, it's mommy daddy time, we're going to spend our time together. And then we still make sure, you know, like, he can have his downtime and I can have my downtime, because even though we are a family and we're in a relationship, we both still need our personal time to just kind of be with our thoughts and stuff. So we're making it work.
Let's see.
Will Alex become the Mrs. soon? And then the second part was really build together. So we're gonna need a little bit more information on the really build together. So comment, let us know what the emphasis is on for build together.
But as far as the first part of the question, will she become the Mrs. soon? Yeah, it will. it will happen soon. Do I have an exact date? No. Only because with things, as far as like talking to certain people, there's some people I still need to talk to.
Me too.
One person I have already talked to, which was my bishop and my pastor. So that literally happened the beginning part of last year.
Yeah, that was in February.
February.
So it was right before COVID actually hit.
So, you know, with that, there was conversations, and we have conversations about it. So with that, that shows us that it is going to be in our future. So yeah, for those that are wondering, yes, she will become the Mrs. soon. Will you find out? Yes, you will find out in due time. Don't rush. Just be patient. Okay? But it will be happening. So yeah, that is in the works. Let's see. Is the church pressuring y'all to marry early? No, not necessarily. Surprisingly.
No, and I know a lot of people thought that it would be the opposite.
Now, if we were at our home churches that we grew up in, yes.
But under our current leadership and our current spiritual advisor, our spiritual father who's guiding us in our walk now, no, there's no pressure. He honestly is just kind of like, what y'all doing? Like, why y'all taking so long?
Yeah, it is one of those. Like, he's our pastor. He's amazing. And a lot of the people in our church, they are all supportive. So a lot of people understand and they know, and it's just one of those things. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of people already thought that we were married. Yeah. So that's just because you see us a lot, and we're always together most of the time. Like 80% of the time,
right,
we're always together. The other 20%, I'm probably doing something.
And if he's by himself, they're like, "Where's your wife?
Yeah.
How's your wife
all
and
the
your
time.
baby?"
So even now, people always like when I'm at work with my job. A lot of people always ask like, "How's your wife?" Or I refer to her as a spouse. It's not necessarily girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because a lot with that, it's just one of those things where a lot of people just automatically assume. So it's just like, hey, I don't feel no less than because I'm not married officially. Right. So for you to say it, fine, it's cool. I don't really have a problem with it. So yeah, thankfully no one's really pressuring us like that. Even when it comes to our family, in our family, most of them are in the church too. They have a spiritual background, so it's just one of those things. They are supportive in how we're taking things and how we're moving, and it's just one of those things where nobody's like, "Oh my God, you need to have this happen now."
Now that's not saying they're not asking.
They're not asking,
because they're asking, but they're not pressuring. There's that difference. There's that balance between we don't feel pressure, but when we together and see my grandma, she laid on thick. She wait till I walk out the room and she like,
Mama Vera.
So y'all get married when you get married.
She said, "Listen, I got married at the courthouse."
Yeah, my grandma literally called me on the phone to ask where he was. I was like, "Call him." And she's like, "So y'all done went and got married at the courthouse?" I said, "Who told you this information, lady?" And she said, "Well, I got married at the courthouse. Ain't nothing wrong with that." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna need you to pipe down, okay?" And she was just like, "Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know what y'all waiting on." But again, it's all in love. It's all in support.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because we've had people who have gotten married, privately. And and then later on have their wedding. We have some close friends that has done that.
Yeah, even my family members.
Yeah, family members. So it's not necessarily that is the issue. We have we have a plan. Certain vision. We have a vision of what we want for our marriage.
Yes.
And and it's just like we want to make that happen. If it comes to where it can't happen in that vision, then we will make accommodations to those things. But we're right now still focusing on trying to get Antonia christening.
Child. My baby christening got postponed. Due to the vid.
Yeah. So with that, it's just we have things that we're trying to make in order.
Yeah.
Like we recently had just got baptized together back in February 1st.
February 1st. So, I had to go check it.
Cause she won't sure. She be having her mommy pregnancy brain and she ain't even
I
pregnant.
be wanting to make sure I get my references.
I ain't gonna forget that day, cause
listen, that day
I was full. We were full.
When I tell you the way the spirit overcame, and that right there, if I didn't know before, I knew we was meant to be then, because we have never ever been baptized with a person that we were dating before. But the fact that this is literally my significant other, and we made the choice to do that together and got in together. Like it wasn't I want to go get baptized and we went one at a time. No, they took us down together and brought us up together. Yeah. So if I didn't know before, trust me, God, I know now.
What are your plans for the future?
So this is actually a pretty good question, especially because right before coming into 2021, my lovely man of God over here decided that he wanted to make a goals plan for us. And I thought that was honestly again, I ain't never done this before with nobody, especially nobody else dating. So, oh my God. So
she's so bad.
I mean, it just makes
go ahead, Shu.
But yeah, so we literally collectively came up with 3 short-term goals for 2021 and 3 long-term goals for 2021. That
individually and together.
Individually and together. So I know what he's going to be working on for himself as far as short and long-term goals. He knows what I'm going to be working on as far as myself is concerned for short and long-term goals. And then we have goals together that are short and long-term. So that definitely just kind of lay that out for y'all as an outline, because that'll be probably another video as we start accomplishing some of these short-term goals. We can do that in another video, but we have a lot of things outlined. I will tell you, the first thing is this lovely room that we are sitting in. will be definitely a video, a vlog that you don't want to miss. Okay, so if you have not hit that notification bell, you better hit that notification bell. All right.
But yeah, those are some of our plans. We do have some plans, and you know, whether it's personal, spiritual, we do have plans. We also have traveling plans, financial plans for the future, plans for Antonia, ideas and things like that. So we have a lot of good things that we have in mind for the upcoming year. And as far as the next question, that leads into, where do you see yourselves in the next 10 years? An example, career, family, and personal life. In the next 10 years, man, I'll be 38. Well, 39, because I'm about to be.
Yeah, he about to be the good old 29.
Honestly, by that time, I definitely plan on having a wonderful home that we hopefully is like paid off.
Yes.
By that time.
Speak it.
And you know, basically with that, be in a whole nother state. I definitely don't want to live in North Carolina for the rest of my life, and she doesn't either.
No.
So you know, hopefully relocate into a whole nother state. And as far as careers, I am in apartment management. So my goal is to advance higher. I'm currently an assistant property manager. So if I can get to the higher position of property manager, I will. If not, I'm also interested in looking into marketing for as a career. So I love doing marketing, whether it's through social media, branding, influencer marketing, brand ambassador marketing, all that good stuff.
Right. For me, I'll be 36, and the Lord's will, I will no longer need a career, because my man gonna have it all together. So I plan on seeing myself being a retired teacher by 36, living in our nice paid off home, and probably pregnant with our like 4th or 5th child. And when are you guys having more kids? Well, just told you. The plan is to wait for Antonia to be 3. Right now, especially, it's just we're both not in the mindset or like the spacing capacity to have another child right now. She is smart and wonderful and growing every day, but baby requires a lot of attention. And if I was pregnant right now, or we were trying to prepare for another baby, it would just be impossible to keep up with her. So we're definitely gonna wait until she is at least 3 before we, try for another one. We definitely do want more kids. We don't want her to be an only child. But yeah, we're gonna wait till she's 3.
And that also goes back up to that other question that y'all was asking too, because I know that some of y'all were like, well, y'all not married. Listen, by that time
we will be.
Yeah.
It's okay, we will be. Whether y'all know or not is the big T, okay?
Because if it's done privately, then it's done privately.
Right.
Next question says, it asks, do you think your relationship is perfect? Why or why not?
Well, of course I do. I wouldn't be here if I did. I mean, this is the thing, no relationship is perfect, okay?
Right.
If it was perfect, I mean, it literally...
That means life is perfect.
Right. No relationship is perfect. Now, do I have a partner that definitely showcases and puts forth my best interest and just persona to others? Yes. So that may display as us being perfect, but no, I don't think we're perfect. I just think that we complement each other really well, and I really do think that God ordained this union, and so it's not perfect, but it's close.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it's not a perfect relationship. Again, no one really has a perfect relationship. We seek to be perfect.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a daily process. It's something that takes time. And then again, understanding communication and being able to understand your partner or your spouse, or being able to understand that person and realizing what they like, what they dislike, you know, the things that can kind of push them over the edge, and being able to observe and notice certain things that a lot of people don't really pay attention to. That kind of helps make your relationship somewhat close to perfect. And then on top of that, with us having a spiritual relationship as well, you know, with our walk with God, that also helps us walk into having a perfect relationship, not only with each other, but you know, separately in our alignment with God too. So that's where I look at it. You know, it's not perfect, but we are seeking perfection. Will we ever get there? It just takes time.
Hey man, you said that.
Bless.
And we are going to end this video by naming 5 reasons why we love each other. And we're gonna rock, paper, scissors to see who go first.
I was about to say ladies first.
No. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Paper, scissors, shoot. You going first.
Jesus. I was about to say, if that's the goal again the 4th time, get out of my head, man. Back away. Like,
I love you.
2 in sync.
I don't want to back away.
Alright. So 5 things that I love about Alex. One is her passion for education. As you all know, she's a teacher. She loves her kids to the fullest. I hear about them every day. And she talks about them every day.
Those are my babies.
And it doesn't matter what school she's been at or what daycare she's gone to, and look at, she loves her kids and they love Miss Antonique. And so I love that. It's just showing that she is very well put when it comes to teaching the younger generation. Another thing that I love about her is her goofiness. She's very goofy and weird all in one. And I love it. I love that she is also outgoing and adventurous. Well, adventurous, I would say. That's my 3rd one. Because we've done some fun stuff together. You know, that we shared and that we've done privately. We've done a lot of fun things together. And she's always been the person that's like, hey, I'm down for it. I'm outside of the box type of girl. Let's do it. I ain't never tried this before, but let's do it. Like, this girl went and did, when she went to Florida, she went to the, what was the?
I went to Gatorland.
Gatorland. Yeah. So, like, you know, she was with that, where you went ziplining?
I did, yeah. I called him and I was on vacation with family. He was like, oh, you having a good time? I was like, no, I left him. He was like, what? Where you going? I was like, I'm going ziplining over the gators at Gatorland. And he was like, excuse me?
Literally went by herself
to Gatorland. I got to touch alligators.
And so I love that, you know, because we can definitely, I like to travel, and that's my goal, is to, you know, see different places around the world. There's a lot of places that I've been to in the United States that she has not, and there's places that's outside the United States that she's been to that I haven't. So with that, we're going to put 2 and 2 together to make the whole world. And so number 4, I would say, is I like that she's very determined. Like, this person beside me here is one where she doesn't take hardly no for an answer. And if you ask her to do something, she's going to do it. She's going to try her best to do it. And even when it comes to her friends and close friends, they can vouch that she's very determined and to make sure. What is that?
Video about to get cut short. You move that curtain and something go flying out. Oh, it's over. This door been closed all day too.
It's probably the outside. Sorry, y'all. We about this window right here, and it's literally the parking lot right here beside this wall. And I think it was a bird that's like somehow on this side over here. Yeah, kind of.
It better be a bird. It's nighttime.
Kind of scared me a little bit. I wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for that. Number 4.
No, number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah, see the bug that threw us off.
But yeah, she really knows how to cater to certain people's needs. And as far as that, it can be, you know, whether she's just there to talk or listen. If you need her to, you know, just do something for you, she's able to do it, she can. So like for me, that's just one of those things where like sometimes where I don't really feel like doing something at home, she'll really make me sit down and be like, hey, take some time and rest. Like, you know, here, you know, go get in the tub or something. Here, let's do a little date. You know, so it's just, and I just be like, yes, master. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what she wants me to do, master. So, you know, with that, it's like, you know, she sees, you know, certain things that you need in your life at that time, and she tries her best to pursue that and make sure that your well-being is taken care of.
Oh, I love you, big baby.
I love you too. Go on there.
Y'all see the way he do me? Oh my gosh. Aww. You make me feel so vulnerable.
All right, Mr. Brown.
5 reasons why I love Brandon. Y'all, okay. If you know, if you're watching, you're subscribed, and you know us personally, you're gonna know this one right here. I love Brandon because Brandon literally sees me. Like, it don't matter. You could try to come and run and tell this man anything, and he literally sees me, knows me, and has accepted me, flaws and bumps and bruises and scratched and all, just everything. And for a woman to be able to find not only just a partner but a soulmate that sees the real you and can notice, all right, I see something's bothering you, you're not yourself. And I'm like, I am myself, lying, knowing I'm just all messed up in the game. So
that's
the fact
that strong will that we be talking about.
The fact that he sees me for who I am, and when others can't see it, that doesn't do anything but make my love for him grow fonder and stronger. Like, that's like top right there. That's the numero uno, okay? The second reason why I love Brandon is because when literally all else fails, he is such a great provider. And I've never had anybody be there for me in the way that Brandon is and was in the past. And so it's just like, wow, like he could literally have his last and he will give you his last, because he has the mindset of, I'm a provider, I'm gonna do for my friends, I'm gonna do for my family, I'm gonna make sure that we're good no matter what comes next. We'll figure it out along the way. And I'm just like, hallelujah. Oh, I just feel so, it just gets me, Lord. Okay. The third reason why I love Brandon is because we literally have so much fun together. Like, when I tell y'all this man is my best friend, I'm not joking. This man is my best friend, okay? I'm gonna say this, he's probably gonna try to edit it out, but you better keep it. I love the fact that if I burp or fart, I know that he is just gonna be like, bruh, man, you need to go and sit on the toilet, man. Like, who gonna tell you like it is besides your best friend?
Cause ain't nobody got time for all that. Like,
I love him.
You fought in the bed before I jump in there.
He's talking about, I hope you fan that out. And I'm like, what you mean fan it out?
Take that sheet and fan it out.
He told me, you didn't put enough effort into that. But again, he's my best friend. Like, I love him. And we can talk about any and everything. And I can get very, very specific and explicit. And he'd be like, I didn't need to know all that. And I'm like, but I want to share. I want to share it.
Next one. Next.
Dang. I want to take my time.
Take your time.
This my last two.
Go ahead.
God. The fourth reason why I love Mr. Brandon Monroe is his walk with God and his just spiritual discernment is like no other that I've ever seen. Now, I grew up in church, okay? Me growing up in the church meant I seen a lot, okay? I seen a lot, and I knew a lot that a lot of people didn't know that I knew. And when I met him and our friendship, the way that it just blossomed, and I'm just like, wow. And I told him this literally December 2017, coming into the new year of 2018, that he literally made me want to make my own walk with God stronger. And he was just like, oh, thanks. He's so bashful. And I'm like, no, for real.
That's why I'm trying to rush her to hurry up.
And I'm going to take my time.
Now, according to this camera.
Camera, chill out, bro. You keep cutting me off. But yes, no, literally like seeing the way how he just lived out loud for God. And it like people literally used to be like, you don't always have to bring church into it, or why you gotta be so churchy? He like, and I'm just like, wow. Like,
because I love my God, period. I'm not ashamed. Like, I love church.
I literally like was around him and seeing him. I was just like, I need for people when they see me, they're like, oh, that girl living out loud for the Lord. And so I told him, I was like, you literally made me want to grow and just really pay more attention to my walk with God. Like just seeing his spiritual side and the way that he just shared that and just wears it on his sleeve, it made me want to just be a better person. So love you, big baby.
Love you too, because my God is dope. Thank you for pulling them glasses up.
He don't like when I look over my glasses.
Can't stand it. What's the point of wearing them?
Okay.
Be like,
stop.
Be over here struggling trying to see. Be like, this is what she looked like. I be like, girl, push them up. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, another person that does this is my mama. My mama is bad for doing that. She just be, sometimes she be like that, and I'm like, girl, why? Well, you got them on your face, lift your head up. I was like, you put more effort into getting a crank in your neck. Trying to bend and look over. Lift your head, lift up your heads, all your gates. Be lifted up. Let the King of Glory into your eyes and your glasses.
Oh my God, my stomach hurts.
Y'all been seeing it. Y'all, I just say it.
Okay, my last and final, number 5, my 5th reason why I love Brandon Monroe is, he said it for me, but it's the same for him. His passion for music. I have always, ever since I was little, I always wanted to learn how to play an instrument. I sung in the choir when I was little, but I wasn't no good, so I knew my place, and I went and I sat down. But his passion for music is just so inspiring, and I'm just like, my baby can play the drums. He can sing, y'all. He can sing. Y'all better go subscribe to TheBMorSoul. But it's just like literally like seeing him and his element, whether we were going out to open mic nights, or like when I would go with him to visit his home church and they have him up there singing, or he's filling in for the drummer and he's drumming. Like that was my first time like ever seeing him like play an instrument. I was like, oh my God, you know how to play the drums.
You never seen me do classical. No. Well, outside of watching it.
I was gonna say I saw like videos, and then like seeing him in his first play that I got to see, it wasn't his obviously first play, but the one that I got to see live, like that was just so inspiring just like, wow. It's like when you see him do it so effortlessly. And I know because I be out here trying to sing and he just be like, okay, you can carry a little tune. I'll be like, be quiet, don't you say nothing.
Gotta work on harmonizing.
But that right there, like his passion for music, his drive for knowing, like, no, one day, and I believe it, and he just want to be modest, and I don't care. But one day, Brandon name is gonna be in lights. He gonna be famous. Gonna be like, oh yeah, Brandon TheBMorSoul. Brandon TheBMorSoul. Like, oh my God, that's my husband up there. It's gonna happen. Like, he's doing property management and all that stuff now, but I know, and that's why I boost him up so much, and he tried to be, oh my God, he's so bashful. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. He is going to have his name in lights. He is going to be out here just doing amazing things. And I love you for that. Look at him. Look at his face. Look at his face. I love you, big baby.
But again, that just kind of sums up who we are.
Yes.
And I don't know if we had mentioned her Aunt Alex's real name.
No, nobody asked. That. And that's actually very funny because I really thought that was going to be the number one question. What is my real name and why do I go by Alex? I will just say my real name, Antonique. If a 3-year-old can say Miss Antonique, nobody else has any other excuse. But the backstory on that, we will make another video. We'll probably do a mukbang for that one because, yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a good mukbang.
Yeah, we definitely have a mukbang up our sleeves.
Yeah. That
we want to do. So we'll be posting for you guys to send us some more questions for the mukbang or topics that you want to have us talk about.
Right. Yeah, we appreciate y'all for hanging in there, sticking with us. Y'all have been waiting and asking and prying into our lives about these questions. And we finally did it. We put it out here for y'all. Again, do not forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. We love you guys. We appreciate you for supporting us and supporting our family.
Follow us on Instagram. Right here, follow us, and check us out. And also, if you guys have not already seen the other videos or you skipped out and saw, here and there, make sure you go back and look at those videos, because again, that also helps push us a little bit more. We're getting other people to actually, get to see who we are. Share this with your friends, again, because again, this is something that we just want everybody to be encouraged, and also it's very informative, and it's going to be fun, it's adventurous, so definitely share and like, and again, we appreciate you guys, we love you, and that wraps it up here, and we will see you guys in the next video, which will be my birthday.
Oh, turn up.
Go ahead, go. It's my birthday, Aquarius, Aquarius, let's get it, let's get it.